Hello friends, Reserve Bank of India increased the repo rate, that is a short-term lending rate, by 50 base points, that is 0.5%. Now the repo rate is increased to 5.9%. This is going to increase the interest rate for loans of other commercial and public sector banks. And the Reserve Bank of India also reduced its GDP forecast rate. Previously, it was forecasted to be at 7.2%. Now it reduced it to 7%. RBI says letter to government on explaining why it misses the inflation target will be a privileged communication and will not be made public. It is the public who are suffering because of the inflation, and they have to know why it has not been reduced. The inflation has not been reduced. So it has to be made available to the public to know the reasons. But what is so secrecy about it? The RBI has to disclose it to the public. The production growth of 8 infrastructure sectors slows to 3.3% in August, the lowest in 9 months. April-August, the growth rate is 9.8%, which is lesser comparing to last year. Last year it was 19.4%. Recently, Reserve Bank of India given the approval to settle all bilateral transactions in rupees, and the Deputy Governor currently has given a statement that they have received positive responses from at least 4-5 countries regarding this. The domestic banks, only the public bank, that the UCO bank is the only one to have opened the Ostro account to settle the bilateral transaction in rupee. But other banks are fearing sanctions, so they have not done it so far. In September, GST tax collection has increased by 27% to 1.47 lakh crore rupees. This financial year, rupee has depreciated more than 7.4% against the dollar, and the dollar value of rupee is fallen to around more than 82 rupees. But our finance minister is saying that rupee is holding well against other currencies. Bank credit growth up to September 9 has increased to 16.67%. and bank deposit growth has increased by 9.5%. Central government has trimmed its borrowing program by about 100 billion rupees. So it is planning to raise only 14.21 lakh crores during this fiscal year. Deadline for exports of broken rice consignments is extended till October 15th. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, the scheme of giving free food grains to people, is extended by another 3 months. It is extended till December 2022. According to the fourth round of quarterly employment survey conducted by the Ministry of Labour and Employment, only 4 lakh fresh employment has been generated in 9 sectors in the fourth quarter of 2022. Wheat processors are looking for permission to import under Advanced Authorization Scheme. So what is Advanced Authorization Scheme? The products which are imported cannot be sold in the local or domestic market, but they can be processed and sold to other foreign markets. So the authorization scheme allows duty-free import of inputs. In budget, our finance minister announced that 50-year interest-free loans will be given as capex loans to states. Now they are going to cut the capex loans, saying that some of the states are opposition-ruled states are rebranding the central sector schemes. So they say that even though the center spends annually over 4 lakh crores under the centrally sponsored schemes, many states, especially those ruled by non-BJP parties, has changed many schemes to deny credit to the central government. In complete contradiction to this move, Finance Minister has recently stated that the center-state fiscal relation is not a transactional one, and that the devolution of the central taxes to states is decided by Finance Commission. for the overall development of the country. This was in response to the question of the southern states which have successfully reduced their population growth and contributing higher to the center's taxes, but the population linked fiscal transfers from the center to states put them at a big disadvantage compared to northern states. Foreign portfolio investors turned again net sellers and they withdrew around 7,600 crore rupees from equities in September. SBI chief Arundhati Bhattacharya recently stated that India doesn't need so many public sector banks. It only needs fewer but stronger public sector banks, and the smaller ones can be privatized or merged. In contrary to this statement, she also said that much of the goals which are expected to be achieved through privatization of PSBs can also be achieved by state-owned banks. Then why she is advocating for privatizing small PSBs? Survey, it was found that 42% of small businesses and startups find it difficult to file tax return and audit reports by September 30. During the pandemic, only 5.8% of the women-owned MSMEs got government help, which shows a hidden perspective of gender bias. India proposes 15% punitive duty on 22 items from UK that includes gold and silver products, diesel engine parts, and India has improved its ranking among the most innovative nations in the world from 46 in 2021 to 40 this year. According to CGA data, central government's total receipts until August is 37.2% of the budget estimates. This was 40.9% last year. And its capital expenditure up to August is 33.7% of the budget estimate. And its total expenditure is 35.2% of the budget estimate. For food subsidies, central government has spent around 36% of the budget estimate, which was 44% last year. And in urea subsidy, 75% of the budget estimate is spent. For petroleum subsidy, it is only 5%. Total major subsidies for the spending is 43% of the budget estimate. Last year it was 44%. I see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.